Sorry, but the Bitcoin top is not even close. And anybody telling you, Bitcoin's topping here, 100K, that's it, cycle's over, man, pack it up and go home, they know what the hell they're talking about, okay? In this video, I want to show you with charts why I believe the Bitcoin top is not even close yet, and this cycle has got a lot of fuel left in the tank, okay? It's good for your altcoins as well, because when Bitcoin leads, altcoins follow. So let's talk about Bitcoin and why the top is not even close yet for this asset class. So take a look at this first and foremost. This is, we'll just take myself off the screen so you can see everything here. This right here, Bitcoin US dollar chart on the monthly. This is the RSI. The RSI for every cycle so far on the monthly has hit over 90 at the peak of the cycle. So I'll just put this on here so you can see that very, very clearly. So essentially, you want to see the monthly RSI come over this orange line. Now, maybe it's a slight diminishing return this time. We only get up to 89 or 88 or something like that. But there has been no mass euphoria event yet in crypto. There has been no new paradigm of money moment yet in crypto. And that's what this represents. You can see here when the price absolutely goes manic at the top, we get these big spikes up. Now, you can see, for example, in 2017, we had a move above 90 in August, right? That was only up to $4,000. So it's not a perfect indicator. It can tell you that the top might be in too early because later on we had the final peak at $20,000. But back in 2021, we only had one single peak on the RSI on the monthly, and that came in around $64,000. Now, we did have a slightly higher price later on in the year, but had you simply sold here, which a lot of indicators would have told you was a great time to get out of the market, then you would have walked away very nicely and been able to live the next 2 years of your life stress-free, waiting to buy the bottom of the market. As you can see this cycle, we have not even come close. We have not even come close to this orange line yet, which is at the 90 mark, by the way. So we've not come close to a monthly RSI over 90. On the initial run-up back in early 24, and everybody was like, yeah, Bitcoin ETFs, man, it's so crazy, woo! We only got up, for perspective, to 76 on the Bitcoin monthly RSI. Currently, we're around 75, 76 as well. Translation, a lot of fuel left in the tank, okay? This may only be the first peak. For example, look what we saw back here in February 2017. We had an early peak, bit of cool off before raging higher. We might be in a similar situation right now. But the RSI is showing very clearly, if history is any kind of indicator for how the asset class may perform, that the peak is not in yet. This is the NUPL chart, net unrealized profit loss. Now, we can see here on this chart that in previous cycles, when the price is peaking out, that this is the price of Bitcoin here, by the way, that we see the NUPL enter up here into the euphoria greed zone. So we're currently in belief denial, by the way. This is from back in 2017 cycle. I'll give you a quick snapshot as well so you can see what it looked like in 21. Now 21, interestingly, we didn't quite get into euphoria greed. We got very, very close though, okay? So again, not a perfect indicator. You should look at the multiple things in coordination with each other. Currently though, whether we get into the red box or not, I'd like to say that currently, we ain't nowhere close, man. We're not even close. Look at this. Look at this. Come on. Come on. We're not there yet, okay? Not even close. Not even close yet, okay? Check back when the NUPL's at 73, 74% and Bitcoin's 250K, and I'll say, yeah, maybe we don't get into the euphoria greed box this time, okay? But we're not even close yet. This one is the MVRVZ score, okay? The market value realized value score, essentially. So again, we can see pink box here on the chart. These are on-chain indicators. Pink box here on the chart previously showing that, again, we will see the market topping out in the pink box. Actually overshot the pink box back in 2017. We can see here in 2021, didn't quite get into it, much in the same way the NUPL didn't quite hit it, but very, very close. There's other indicators that we're going to share here in a moment that could have told you, well, now the market's getting pretty overheated, and we're going to consider starting our exit plan But regardless of getting into the pink box or almost touching the pink box, the MVRV is not going to be topping at 3. Okay? It's going to top at 6, 7, 8, 9, somewhere like that. We're not even close. Once again, look at this. We're not even close. We're all the way down here, okay? Now, before we get into the next indicators, real quick, if you're a crypto trader and you're looking for a great place to be trading crypto coins, you might want to look at what BitUnix can do for you. These guys are a no KYC exchange, meaning you can come over here, start trading your crypto coins without any KYC, no VPN necessary. Just come, trade, enjoy, have a good time. All the top coins available for trading, not just Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, but Dog with Hat and stuff like that as well. Now, here's the crazy deal they got going on. It's a limited time offer, by the way. Crazy deal. You can get up to a 20% deposit rebate. So you deposit $1,000, you get $200 back. Pretty crazy, right? Plus, they've got an insane trading volume campaign on where you can win up to 100 million Pepe coins. 100 million Pepe, 20% deposit rebate, exclusive using the link down below in the description. Go check it out. Okay. This is another interesting one. So this is connecting the cycle peaks. Now, what's very interesting about this, and there's so much confluence for the 250K zone to be a cycle peak. But anyway, look where we are in this chart. Again, do you really think that this cycle is so incredibly weak with all the bullish catalysts going on that this is it? That's as far as you're going to get right here? A more likely scenario is that we come up here to fill the top trend line and hit that 250K mark in March or April, potentially. Now, maybe we extend it out a little bit and we have a final top somewhere a bit later in the year at a higher price, maybe even closer to 300K according to this. No guarantees that happens, maybe 280, for example. Again, no guarantees that you're going to get that second top in the cycle, that the 4-year cycle will once again play out near perfectly. It would almost be the contrarian bet at this point. We've seen so many theses that say, well, March, April top, and then that's it. And maybe like 21, March, April top could be it. Even if we get a final rally later in the year, you can probably just sell March, April and go away and then just keep living your life, man. Pi cycle top indicator. This is a great one. It has incredible historical accuracy, by the way. Let's have a look back here at the 2 previous cycles just to get an idea. So we can see here, this is back in 2017. It hit basically when Bitcoin was almost exactly at the peak top. Crazy, right? So had you sold when this happened, you would have got the max price for your Bitcoin essentially. And then if you'd sold all of your altcoins about 2 weeks later, this has worked both in the 2017 and 2021 cycles, by the way. Had you sold 2 weeks later, boom, you would have got out pretty well, basically timing the top on both altcoins and Bitcoin. Let's have a look here at 21. 2021, once again, we see this come in basically a day or two before Bitcoin hits 64K. So had you sold on the day, you would have got as much profit as you need to get. Remember, you're not going to perfectly time the top, right? But you would have got as much profit as you needed to get out of the market, assuming you had bought well. Okay, definitely not a time to be buying here, but a great time to be selling. Now, where are we right now? Well, again, we are not even damn close here. Look at this. This is where we are right now. Now, we are trending upwards. Make no mistake. The Pi cycle chart is once again trending up. So this was back here in early 24, okay? Started trending in the right direction. And then as the markets cooled off, we started having a bit of a dip back down. Now we are trending back up. Now we are trending back up, and the distance between these two lines is closing in. If we continue at this rate, again, March, April top theory becomes even more valid. Great chart here from CryptoCon as well. He says, some people would argue that we're much closer to a Bitcoin top than you think. I'd say we're farther away. Like the True Strength Index and many other data pieces show, we're still at all-time levels despite being over them in price. Think December 2012, 2016, 2020. So that's market-wise kind of where we are. We're in December 2020, not, December 2021 when the market was reaching its top and everything was finished. So many indicators show that this is where we are. We're early for the major markup phase. early for the major markup phase. The end is getting a lot closer than it was at the start of the year or in 2023. Obviously, we're much closer to the end, but the end is not here yet. The top is not here yet. Could come in the next few months, could come a little bit further out. And this one here as well. This is, I think, a very useful piece of information for you to finish up with. This is the Fibonacci retracements here. So basically, we've reached the first major target. So drawing from the previous cycle peak to the cycle bottom, we've reached the first major target, which is the 1.618 Fibonacci line. Unsurprisingly, we're seeing a little bit of resistance here at the 100K mark. Not only is the 1.618 Fibonacci line, it's also a major psychological resistance number, $100,000 Bitcoin. The amount of Bitcoin that were for sale at exactly $100,000 on major exchanges as whales are trying to cash out at exactly 100K. I mean, just let it run past, dog. Cash out at 102. Why you got to do that 100K? Why do we have to be these crazy monkeys that just, oh, it's got a big number, go sell? Anyway, besides the point. The important thing here to note is that this is just the first stop. In previous cycles, and again, the past does not dictate the future, obviously, but in previous cycles, we blow way past 1.618, man. You can look here back in the 21 cycle. This is the 1.618 at 30K, okay? We blew all the way up to around the 2.618 at 47K, and the market did indeed top at the 3.618 line, only going slightly over it in the November final pump, okay? Coming closer to the 4.236 line. So if we assume a similar situation plays out this time, Bitcoin topping anywhere between 200 and 250K, okay? We're just at the first major pit stop right now. So food for thought there for you, that the Bitcoin top still not even anywhere close to being in, okay, guys? That's everything that I'm seeing in the charts. Let me know if you agree or not, and I'll see you back in the next one.